Hey friend, welcome back to Rocky Mountain Homestead. In today's video, we are finally getting Christmas up in our home. I'm so off track this year. We usually have it up the first week of November, but yeah, it didn't happen. I am so busy this year right now, and I will share more of that in the new year. I am working on some things. So I'm just vacuuming this area because it had all kinds of dust and dirt and stuff on it. And then I found these cute reindeer. I absolutely love them. I see them every year at Home Depot. Somebody makes them locally. And I finally bought them this year. So because our winds get kind of crazy outdoors, I figured they'd be nice and safe inside. And they go perfect in a log home. And here you're going to see me using my homemade wood spray cleaner that I use every day. I also have a video link in the description box down below for some other daily cleaning recipes that I use for other cleaners throughout my home. And then here you're going to see me stacking our firewood. Usually my sons do this, but it was really nice weather, and before the snow comes, I figured I'd let them enjoy the weather and play outside, and it kind of just gave me some peace and quiet to do all this in the house. Okay, I really love the tablescape I did this year for Thanksgiving, but it is time to change it out. So, time to get some Christmas up on the table instead.
What did you say, Mama? This is what, Josh? I can do something too.
Okay, so I'm just using some pieces. I'm using the middle piece and the reindeer from last year for the tablescape, and I got some new pieces at Hobby Lobby on the left and right hand side this year just to kind of add a little bit more color. I kind of don't like the way I did the tablescapes in the past, so simple reds and golds and green. I really love that pine cone centerpiece with the candles. Okay, so taking a break here, and I'm just making my protein latte. This is how I drink my iced lattes these days. Instead of using 2% milk, I use one of the chocolate Fairlife protein shakes. They have about 42 grams of protein. So I'm getting my protein in and my espresso. So I'll leave a link down in the description box below to this espresso machine as well. This is one of our absolute favorites. We've had it for years, and it saves a lot of money. Okay, just decorating this little table here. This is my $1,000 lamp is what we call it now. It was actually for free on our next door app. Some neighbors we knew that lived on the ridge behind our house were giving it away. And of course I'm like, oh, I want it. It'll go great with our log home. And the roads behind us never really get sun, so it was super icy. And there's a massive drop off on your left, and there's a huge drainage ditch on the right. And I chose the right. When my tires locked, and long story short, we had to replace the valance panel among a few other things underneath my car. Only time I've ever damaged my car ever. But yeah, so it's now my $1,000 lamp. Anyway, decorating this tree, this took me probably an hour and a half at least. Gosh, this ladder is so wobbly. I absolutely hate it. I don't really care for heights. I thought it was just me, and I'm like, how can you be a firefighter and not like heights? But at training the other night, somebody else said that they were afraid of heights too, and I was like, okay, it's not just me. But yeah, this ladder is super sketchy. Thankfully, I'm on the ground now, decorating this area, and yeah, just trying to get our tree decorated.
Here. Actually, it went over here under.
He's a little OCD like his mama, can you tell? After moving it around multiple times, I'm like, I'll just take care of it. Okay, for real, these dogs just live the life.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Maybe we should take off the ornaments.
Take them off. I'm putting them on.
Because the cats keep chewing this.
Okay, so today it is the next day. I had fire training last night and decided it'd be a great idea to go to the gym since I haven't worked out for a week. Long story short, I'm exhausted. So I got home, I finished putting the last of the ornaments on the big tree. Today we are going to go, I'm going to run to the dollar store and I'm going to run to Ace. I need my hot glue gun. I think one of my kids used it and misplaced it. I have no clue where it is. So we're going to hang up some wreaths today. And then I need to drop off some cards. I got some cards from you guys. And I wrote some out last night to get in the mail today. So we're going to do a couple errands. We're going to get back here and hopefully be done all the Christmas decorating by today. The mountains are absolutely gorgeous today. Got some Christmas music on. I'm actually bummed they got rid of the toasted white mocha because that was my favorite. But the chestnut praline latte is actually pretty good. Got the kids all hot cocoa. I know we're gonna walk downtown in a couple nights and do lights with the kids. Post office is actually empty right now. That's a first. Yeah. All right, let's see if the mail came yet. All right. All right, I need gas. My gas light is on, so at my husband's trailer yard, and I am going to get some gas. And of course, my boys are running around in the melted snow to harass the guys that are trying to work. Okay, I only have a couple oranges left, so it's a super small batch to run in the Excalibur, but I am going to be putting some oranges on some twine for some garland and just using them as ornaments. They're going in my Excalibur. Fruit is 135 degrees, but I'm actually putting these in for 165 degrees. And I think it was like for 5 hours. I will also link my Excalibur down in the description box below or tag it in the video. I'm just making this centerpiece right now because I usually have flowers in the middle of my breakfast bar, but they're so overpriced at Safeway and they literally start dying in like 2 to 3 days. So it's just such a waste of money. I am putting this little thing together to go with our gingerbread theme in the kitchen. It's just something cute and fun that the kids like and I'm sure appreciate having. Now, I usually don't do a hot cocoa bar, but I've recently moved my 2 coffee pots to the other side of the kitchen, so this was open. I need to get the ingredients for the cocoa bar, but I at least have the station set up and ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is I bought all these little wreaths. I wanted to put them, I think it'll be way too busy in the kitchen, so I want to put them in all our laundry room cabinets. So I got 8 of these, and what I have here is just some burlap. I'm using like a kind of gold glittery one. It is about 2.5 inches wide. And I also bought these little hooks here, these command hooks, and these are going to go on the inside. I don't know if you can see, these are going to go on the inside of my laundry room cabinet with the little opening facing downward. So what you want to do first is you want to take your ribbon and you want to measure from the top of the cabinet where this is going to go upside down. Show you as an example in my kitchen. So this is once again in my kitchen, so it's not going to be accurate, but we're going to be hot gluing this burlap onto this, and you're going to want to place it on your cabinet. Like, where do you want it? If you want it in the middle of your cabinet, then you are going to leave it right there. You're going to pull this back, And you're going to have your clip, it's kind of hard to do, but I'm sure there's an easier way. You're gonna put your clip right here. So your command hook's going to be right here upside down. And then you're going to see how much burlap you need to put a hole in to go over that hook. So like right here is where I would make my hole to go through that hook. And then you will mark that and cut out a little hole to go over the hook. So what I have here is my hot glue gun, and for example, I already have this one. My cabinets are all different in my laundry room, unfortunately. So that's going to be the interesting part. But what I'm going to do is, I don't want to get confused here, I'm going to want to glue this part on because this is going to be the part that's going to go in that hook. So we are going to come through here. I have my hot glue right here, and I am going to then put this burlap on that glue so it sticks really good together. And I actually have a pencil here to kind of press that down. And we're going to set this one over here to let that one sit and dry. And then I have another one with the hole marked, so I am going to grab a new wreath and I am going to do the same thing. I am going to just make my strip here of glue, press it on down, kind of take this pencil and just roll it, make sure it's all pressed in really well, and continue on with the others. It's a little noisy because we're all kind of deep cleaning the house right now, but this is what they end up looking like. I guess I could show you a little up higher. So they look really good and I absolutely love it. The only problem is I miscounted. So I am actually, that one's actually twisted. I need to fix that. I need to go back to Hobby Lobby and get 2 more wreaths because I miscounted our cabinets. But overall, I like it. I think it kind of makes this room feel a little bit more festive. If you want to see what it looks like, that's what it looks like on the inside. So like I said, I just made a little hole. I mean, I could have poked it with something else. I kind of just cut a hole with scissors and it just basically goes on like that onto the hook. If you can see it, there's the bottom of the hook. There we go. And that is what it looks like. Okay, so I have added these 2 little gingerbreads up there. I moved Henrietta, which was my hen. I moved her up there with Henry. So those 2 are together. And then what I changed here, I hate the battery stuff, you guys. I think my battery's already died. Everything's battery operated, I feel like, for Christmas decor. I got these 2 when I was at Hobby Lobby getting the wreaths for the laundry room, just because the laundry room, I spend so much time in there and I just wanted to make it look a little festive when I get those wreaths. Found these 2 and figured they went better than the snowman that I had up there. So they are hanging out up there. I need to get the stuff for the hot cocoa bar. I actually am going to be doing a video, which is going to be what I'm stocking my hot cocoa bar with. And I'm going to take you guys along for that tutorial on how to make something. And then this snowman, I'm going to put in my boys' bathroom on their shelf, I think. But I need to get the rest of this stuff. I'm going to make some homemade marshmallows also as well, but I'll put some of my freeze-dried ones in a little mason jar on this tiered thing. And then I'll fill that up. I have some candy canes that I bought earlier at the store when I went with my boys. And I'm going to fill that up with like candy canes, sprinkles, some chocolate chips, and so on and so forth. Actually, I just bought this shelf and I forgot. Well, I didn't just buy it. I bought it like a couple months ago. But I didn't really have any decor on it yet. And I just moved these guys from my fireplace mantle because that's what I have up year round on my fireplace mantle. But because of the garland, I threw them in here. So I'm going to have to find a new home for my snowman. I guess he's going to be hanging out on this shelf in my boys' bathroom for now because I don't really have anywhere to put him. Still have to find the garland that goes on my rail going up to our bedroom. I don't know where that is. This tree, Mike honestly never really decorates with us. I have my end table in the entry I gotta move. But he likes watching the kids decorate it with me, and I don't know. He's still at work, and I really kind of want to get this done and over with. But this is a new tree. Our other one kind of died. We'll just leave it at that. And my boys already took the remote for it, but it's actually a really cool tree. We never really did the frosted trees. Or the flocked trees, I should say, not frosted, but it's actually really pretty. It has a twinkling feature, and I'll leave everything mentioned in this video linked or tagged under view products or something, but all their ornaments are in there, and those two things go on the side of the tree. I like it. It has the twinkling feature, and it's kind of nice. It gives a nice glow to the living room area. All right, so I'm going to show you our bedroom because I almost missed my step on these log stairs. I actually decorated it, which I never do. Okay, so what I did here is, this is like an awkward beam. It's actually not awkward, but it's kind of awkward to decorate. So I decided to kind of string some garland through there. And then over here, we have our recliner, our dresser, and our other closet, and everything's that way, but nothing's decorated over there. So I just put a tree up here this year. Mike and I, every time we go somewhere, basically we get a Christmas tree ornament, or I guess I should say we pick one out each year. And so I just decided to hang those up there, and then just a couple other ornaments. For this tree, this is the one that's usually year-round in the living room, but that's where the other tree is, that flocked one that you saw. That is all our kids and family ornaments. I decided to just put our stockings up here because it's so hard to find space down in the living room. What I really wanted to do, but I can't carry that big ladder up here myself. I wanted to put garland all up there and all down there. I thought that would be really cool. But honestly, it's probably just too much work. That's like maybe next year if I decorate in the first week of November, that would be worthwhile. So over here we have the tree, the stockings, like I said, and then just our little fireplace thing that's actually fallen apart that we've had forever. That's actually a book I bought for my niece for Christmas. I am hiding it there for safekeeping. So my little boys don't think it's theirs. But anyway, that just has a bunch of books that I actually need to go through. And then I just threw a buffalo plaid blanket on the massage chair in the corner. Mr. Toddles is on the bed, but I put some lit garland over here. And then I got that sled a couple years ago at Hobby Lobby. It just says Merry Christmas. It's kind of not really wonderfully designed because it says Merry under all the garland, but I have the sled kind of hanging there, and then I just threw some pine cones on, like some pine cone garland that I found at, I think it was Dollar Tree. So I kind of just strung it around through this garland just because our curtains that we have like the pine cones on them. So figured it'd give it a nice touch. And then over here, I got those. Where did I get those? I think I got them at Shields this year when I went in there with my daughter. I did some garland this year on our headboard. I used those hooks that you saw me hang those little wreaths with. And then I also did some garland down here on the bottom and just put a bow. There's my pen. I was wrapping presents earlier and that came in the mail and I'm like, where did my pen go? I was looking for that over here. I just have some little moose people on either side of that. My dog is, I don't know what my dog is doing, to be quite honest. They're playing in my son's room. I don't quite know what's going on down there. I usually don't really decorate in here either, but I did decide to add, there's an echo. I like when it's clean. I added that. I think I got that at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of an awkward space because there's only like so much space between those two mirrors, but just wanted to add a little something to the bathroom. Not too overboard. So put that there. And then over here, I usually have another fake plant, but don't mind my sign. I'm like realizing my signs in my camera. Not many people have seen my signs in the bathroom. Anyway, I have just a little tree. Here, we'll zoom in on the tree. I have just a little tree over here. This area is under construction. We just had the electricians a couple months ago put an outlet in there. We're going to put an exhaust fan, a fan that automatically turns on when the cats use the litter boxes, because it can stink really bad if you have cats. You know, they can blow it up. Nothing much here. And they actually, the electricians news update. I never even showed you guys what they did. All I said is we had some electricians come. So we actually have a dimmer on that. I'll just show you while we're up here. Why not? We never had lighting above that bathtub, so it's on a dimmer. And up here, I put some garland. My windows are really gross. I need that tall ladder. Once again, don't mind. And we had that light installed too above the shower because it's super dark in the shower and it's annoying. So that's also on a dimmer switch. That's new. But I did put some garland. I need more batteries for it because I think I left it on and it already died. See, it's on a dimmer switch. Actually really nice. Really nice, but I should dim it so you can't see how gross my shower is. I gotta clean it. But anyway, I got on a ladder and that's about as high as I could reach to just throw some garland up there just for a little festive touch. I absolutely love these, like I said, at Scheels. I think I got them. They had painted trees and then they had like these glittery, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, it kind of sticks out, but it's actually really pretty. I like them a lot. And they just have the twinkle lights shoved inside of them, but didn't really have, and then I had some extra holly here. I just threw it on top of the lamps. I don't know. Just trying to give the bedroom a little bit of a touch of Christmas because I never honestly decorate up here, to be quite honest. Todd, what do you think? He likes it. My dogs are really going to town. I don't know what they're doing, but yep, that is our bedroom. So a little bit of a Christmas touch up here too. So update, Mike says, don't wait for him, just get the tree decorated. I won't tell you how long I've had all the Rubbermaids up here with Christmas stuff, but I will say we're all kind of over it. So kids are going to be decorating the tree. I need to start dinner because it's like dinner time right now. Lost track of time. So I have my Instant Pot going. I have it on like low, medium for slow cook, and we're gonna get some hot cocoa going while the kids decorate the tree. So my go-to hot cocoa in the Instant Pot that I do, I'm doubling it. You don't have to double it, but I know my kids will probably want seconds, and that's okay with me while we're doing stuff like this. So what I'm going to be adding is 12 cups of milk to the Instant Pot, and I'll leave in the description box the regular amounts that you're going to use if you don't want to make this many. It will usually make 10 cups, I believe. So obviously there's 10 people in our family. When Mike gets home, he might want some. But anyway, I'm going with 20 cups because that's what I need. So I have 12 cups of milk. I'm just using 2%. And then to that, I'm going to add 4 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use dark chocolate. You can use whatever you want. You can use milk chocolate. I have so many different cocoa recipes, but this is quick and easy because it cooks itself. I'm also going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So if I was smart, I would have had this all laid out, but I didn't. This was very last minute decision. So I'm going to add in my 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then I'm also going to add 3 cups of heavy whipping cream. I might not have 3 cups of heavy whipping cream. Nope, I don't. Okay, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, 1 more cup of milk. So we'll improvise. My Azure order actually is coming out today. And heavy whipping cream is in my cart. To that, I'm going to add 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. And try not to make a mess, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, there's 1. Okay, and then once you have all those ingredients together, we're just going to whisk that up. And obviously it's going to whisk up a lot better once the chocolate starts melting. This has only been on for a couple minutes, so it is still cool to the touch. But what you're going to do is leave it on low, slow cooker low. I actually usually put it on medium until the chocolate's melted, and then I drop it down to low. And you can simmer this for about 2 hours. I like to have the flavors melt together, but really once it's melted and warmed up, usually at about 2 hours I'll serve it. but you can leave it simmering on low. You can press keep warm on your Instant Pot. My dogs are really, I don't know what's going on with them this evening. Anyway, you can press keep warm, and then it's just kind of sitting here, heating it, you know, staying heated, and you can go back to it whenever you'd like to and get more. So I will bring you back in a minute. Okay, so on nights like this where I'm totally busy and distracted and drop the ball on getting dinner done on time, I turn to a list of go-to recipes. So one of them for me is baked ziti. I have a really long version, which is absolutely amazing, and I have a really short version, which is still really good and flavorful and quick. So I'm making that one right now, and I'm just chopping up one yellow onion, and I'm going to also brown up a pound of ground beef. And then once the ground beef is browned up, I'm going to be adding the yellow onion to that, but I'm also going to mince 2 garlic cloves together just because I'm not making my homemade sauce. So I feel like the Azure standard one that I'm using doesn't have enough of a garlic taste to it that we like. So I am just going to be adding in 2 cloves of minced garlic. And then I'm also going to be adding in the ziti pasta. I am just using a 1 pound box, and yeah, that's it. Okay, I totally forgot to press record. So what I did is I added the sauce once the meat was browned up to the sauce, onion and garlic, and I buttered a 13 by 9 dish. I put half the ziti into the dish. I then put a couple slices of provolone on top of that and about a cup of sour cream on top of the provolone. And then I put some mozzarella cheese on top and then half the meat sauce, and then went with the remaining pasta, put that on top. And now I'm just putting the rest of the meat sauce on top of that pasta. And then I'm just going to put whatever amount of mozzarella cheese. We like a lot of cheese, so I'm not going to tell you my amounts because you might be like, do you want some pasta with your cheese? But yeah, going to Olive Garden with all the family is really fun. We do make sure to tip well, though. I am just finishing sprinkling this cheese on, and then I had some freeze-dried basil that we grew this summer in the greenhouse, so I'm just sprinkling that on, and then it's going in a 350-degree oven uncovered for 30 minutes. The hot cocoa is done. I am just portioning it out into the kids' cups right now. And then I accidentally edited out us decorating the tree after we drink the hot cocoa. And I made some molasses cookies the other night for the kids to take to youth group. And I doubled, so we had some extra.
But it's hot. But it's hot. Let's try the cookie.
So I went this evening to get the last 2 wreaths that I needed, and there were only 2 of these left on the shelf at Hobby Lobby. So I'm so thankful I did not put that off, and I went and got them. But everything is decorated. I am so thankful it is done with this year, especially. This is the latest I've ever decorated, but I love it. I love having Christmas up in this house. I love having Christmas in a log home. It's just so warm and cozy. And then up on the wall, I had put some of the Christmas cards that I had gotten so far from you guys. It's been really fun reading your messages and getting to know you guys a little bit more and writing you guys back as well in the cards. So definitely having fun with the Christmas exchange. I appreciate all of you guys. And if you like this type of content, go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys stuck around this long into the video, I appreciate you doing that and choosing to spend your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, take care and God bless.